It's time to turn your film ideas into a reality because the largest student film festival is back on campus. Hello, I'm Justin Gick.
And I'm Salle. Researchers are claiming that certain cancers can be diagnosed in a matter of 20 seconds, and it's all due to a new handheld device. We have all this and more coming up on LTV News, where the action never stops.
LTV News, where we bring you everything from 20th and Olney Avenue, Philadelphia, and the world.
There's a lot to catch up on the next half hour, as Caitlin Page has had the chance to sit down with one of LaSalle's career counselors for this week's interview. So let's hear the buzz around campus.
Explorers Give because Explorers Gave was the motto for the 5th annual Day of Giving. This year's Day of Giving was one for the books. In a short time span of 24 hours, the LaSalle community came together and over 1,000 donors donated money to help future explorers. At the end of the day, the Explorers community raised over $417,000, which exceeds their goal and makes the most amount of money that was ever raised over the past few years.
Really fun and exciting day here at LaSalle. We try and capture every corner of the university community, from students, graduate students, alumni, parents, faculty, staff. Everyone and anyone who's a part of the LaSalle community is invited to contribute and engage in our Day of Giving.
The LaSalle Day of Giving really means a lot to me due to the fact that my mom works here, my sister went here, my dad and my grandfather all went here. So to be able to give back to a university that has given my family so much and such a great opportunity to learn and grow as an individual.
On Saturday, March 3rd, members of the LaSalle community, past and present, gathered to honor the legacy and work of Brother Gerard Molyneux at the semi-annual Shining Stars event. Brother Jerry has contributed to the communication department and its students for over 40 years, especially helping students with internships. The Union Ballroom was packed with people who were impacted by Brother Jerry's work and his teachings. Professors and students shared stories and connected over their love for the iconic member of the LaSalle community. From all of us here at LTV News, we would like to send our thanks and congratulations to the man who helped start our communication department and continues to inspire us daily.
Campus Movie Fest is back at LaSalle. Students get 1 week to shoot and edit their 5-minute film. The contest is completely free for students that want to compete. Campus Movie Fest will equip students with cameras, microphones, and laptops with several editing softwares for the week. After judging, LaSalle will show the top 60 movies made at the Tom Gola Arena on Thursday, April 5th at 7 o'clock. LaSalle's top 4 movies will be nominated for the national competition at Terminus Conference Festival in Atlanta. Students also have a chance to compete in the 11th Work Social Justice category. This category looks for the best film that highlights injustice and inspires change. The one national winner of the award receives $10,000.
To commemorate National Reading Month, LaSalle's chapter of the Public Relations Student Society of America is conducting a book drive throughout the month of March. The drive is looking for gently used children's books and will benefit the local nonprofit Treehouse Books. This organization works to provide books to children in underserved neighborhoods in the greater Philadelphia area. If students wish to donate, drop-off boxes are located in the Communications Center lobby and the Union lobby across from the information booth. The drive will be running through the end of the month.
Yeah, it's really important to give to the books because they're supporting our local community. So we're looking for any and all books, but primarily books that are like children's books. We're looking for books that focus on African American literature, and then we're also looking for classics. So anything that you would like have in an elementary school.
It might be the start of spring, but the snow is still making a statement. I bundled up and took on the extreme conditions to get a glimpse of the storm impact here on campus.
It might be springtime, but nor'easter number 4 has hit Philadelphia. And look, the snow, it's up to my knees. For over 24 hours, the Philadelphia area got slammed with high winds and heavy snow. The snow totals for nor'easter number 4 range from 5 to 8 inches. LaSalle was one of many schools that closed, but they made sure to have their crews working around the clock to ensure that campus would be accessible for students. Some explorers ventured out, while others decided to stay inside and take advantage of their day off.
So I slept in a while, and then I decided to make the journey up to Pauline's. It was cold, but I got a lot of good food.
Well, on my snow day, I think it's a good time to take a nap.
I'm doing a paper. I've been catching up on work and doing some studying. It wasn't too bad. Like, it was not great when the snow is blowing right into your face.
There were some students who wanted to have some fun, which led to a snowball fight, snow angels, and even attempting to make a snowman. For LTV News, I'm Callie Montana.
Did you enjoy your snow day?
I did enjoy it. It was really fun.
What'd you do?
I kind of just, slept in my dorm and watched some shows and stuff.
Being lazy like so many other people out there. No, but it was a lot of fun to get out there. I actually took in on a snowball fight, which was pretty fun. Haven't done one of those in a while. But no, mostly like people stayed in. They didn't want to be out, which I don't blame them.
Yeah.
But I thought more people would get out there, try to make snowmen and angels, like snow angels. I guess not.
Let's hope it's the last one.
Yeah, seriously.
Are you looking to spruce up your skills before heading to the job fair? Well, if so, you're in luck because David Prisco from Career Services joined Caitlin Pages in the studio. Check it out.
So we're here with Dave Prisco, who's a career counselor and former explorer, or current explorer still, always an explorer, and you're going to talk about our career fair coming up.
Yeah, so our career fair is coming up on Tuesday, March 27th. It's in Gola Arena. It starts at 11 a.m., ends at 2 p.m. And should be a nice size event. We have over 140 employers scheduled to show up, and literally all majors are represented with our employers. Freshmen all the way through alumni are invited to come, so it should be a nice event.
Yeah, and one of my favorite parts about going to the career fair is how you can really look into who's going to be there beforehand, so you can map out what tables to hit up, because there's going to be so many opportunities to talk to people, so you really want to have a game plan. Do you want to talk about those resources?
Yeah, so all students have access through their My LaSalle portal to go onto an app called ExploreNet. And once you're in ExploreNet, you can click, I think it's on the left-hand side, there's a button that says Events. And if you click the Events button, you can go into the career fair and you can search all the companies that are signed up for the event. So you can filter by major, by industry, there's keywords if you want to type in, and it will show you based on those keywords or those filters specifically what employers you want. The one thing that I think is pretty cool is if you're not really sure what you want to do, but you know you want an internship, you can just click what employers are coming for internships, and it will show you out of the 140 employers which ones have internships opportunities, and then you can kind of Google and learn more about those companies.
Yeah, and what areas do you generally see employers are coming from? Is it all over the tri-state area, mostly local in Philly? Or?
I would say the tri-state area is pretty fair. A lot of Philadelphia, a lot of Jersey. We will have some New York, some Delaware, but I would say within about a 2-hour commute of Philadelphia. So that's ideal if you wanted to stay in this area and you were looking for a full-time job. Most of the companies coming for internships, though, are a lot closer to Philadelphia because they realize you're not going to want to travel far from campus for an internship.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, the main goal with graduating college is to find a job. But while students are in college, they might want to make a little extra money. Are any of these employers hiring students that are still in college, whether it's part-time work or paid internships?
Yeah, so the one thing I would say is a lot of employers will say they're looking for an intern, but it's really up to the student to decide if they want to apply that internship for credit or if they really just want to take that internship as a volunteer experience or part-time job. So I would say if you're looking for that part-time job, also look at what employers are offering internships and go up to them and say, you know, I'm not looking to spend more money on credits, I'm at my max load, but I would like a part-time job. Would I be considered for this as a part-time job? Because I think it could be a pretty cool internship. From my experience, most employers are receptive to not having to force you to take it for credit. Just as long as you're a student, you can still work there as a part-time job.
Very cool. And this opportunity, the fair, is offered in the spring and the fall. Are there any differences between the two of them, or just the time of year?
Yeah, it's really just the time of year. I would say the employers typically will come depending upon what their hiring timeline is. Some employers, whether it's for a full-time job or an internship, need to have all of that settled by the end of the calendar year. So they will come to the fall event based on their recruiting needs, whereas some that have a little bit extra time to recruit can also come in the spring. So that's really the only difference. But you will see at both events employers that are looking for full-time help, internships, part-time jobs, whatever it might be.
Yeah, and this year the Career Center started a power prep for the fair, and I know that's not entirely your project, but would you like to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so what we've done in past years to help students prepare for the career fair is we've done events all throughout the week leading up to the fair to allow students, recognizing that time is a resource, so to allow more students to attend, we're doing a power prep day. So instead of having multiple events through the week, we have one event called Power Prep, which is happening on today, Tuesday, the week before the fair, where students can go to all those different things that would have been a week-long event at one item. So they can stop by, get professional development. If they need to tie a tie, they can learn how to tie a tie, get a resume review. Really, whatever they're looking for is all happening at that one singular event this year.
Very cool. Another thing that I really liked that I feel you guys as a career center in whole, you've started a lot this year, especially with the move to the business school, Founders Hall over on West Campus. The Career Center has had a great impact on the whole campus, whether it's walk-in hours in the library, in the union, different events around campus, because for many students that might be a hike all the way up campus. So that's really awesome too.
Yeah, and the one thing I would say too is I recognize the School of Business is in Founders Hall, but that really isn't the School of Business building. That building is open to all students of all majors. So if you live by that way, and that's the most convenient time for you to come to the Career Center, stop in, see us at the Career Center. But if it's easier to stop by the library or one of those other virtual sites, we're really trying to make it easier for all students to make sure that they have access to us.
Definitely, and I highly recommend the career fair to all students, whether they're transfers, freshmen, graduating seniors, anyone like that. What would you recommend to a student, say they are like a freshman, maybe even a sophomore, this is their first time going, what are your recommendations? How should they dress? What should they bring? All of that great stuff.
Yeah, so I would say you want to dress professionally if possible. We recognize that not all students have professional attire, so the one thing the Career Center offers is we have donations of clothes, so we have suits for both men and women that you can come, you can borrow an outfit from us, you can try it on. But I would recommend trying to dress a little bit more professional. If you don't have a suit jacket and we don't have one that fits you that you can borrow, still put on a shirt and tie. Still try to dress a little bit nicer than you typically would, because these are employers that are looking to hire you. So you do want to dress a little more professional, and I would encourage you to bring a notepad with you and a pen so you could take notes as you talk to the employers. Also bring something, because you're going to be getting a lot of business cards from employers, so bring something to put those in. And also bring your resume with you. And if you haven't had your resume checked by us, make an appointment or come to walk-in hours with the Career Center, and we're happy to help you with your resume before the event.
Awesome. So what are the dates and times for the event once again?
Yep, so it's going to be Tuesday, March 27th. We're located in Gola Arena. Starts at 11 a.m., ends at 2 p.m.
Awesome. So highly recommend it to everyone. Thank you so much for giving the lowdown on it. Now they can get all their materials ready and get a job, an internship, anything they're looking for.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Justin, I think Dave gave some really great tips, and hopefully this is like a boost so people will get out to the job fair, because it really is helpful. So.
Yeah, I didn't go to the one in the fall, but now that I updated my resume, I hope to go to the one in the spring.
Yeah, be a great opportunity. But it's time for our first break, but when we come back, we'll tell you how a golden ticket is helping a West Philly native chase his dreams. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Eddie Dunn, host of LaSalle's favorite TV game show, Q&A. I'm here today to tell you to watch LaSalle TV. Though if you're seeing this commercial, that means you're already watching LaSalle TV. So I guess keep it up. You're doing an awesome job. I hope you like what you're seeing. Good job.
Hey, did you hear what happened to Derek this weekend?
Yeah, I can't believe his friends just left them there. Did they not see how sick he was?
I guess they didn't want to get in trouble for like underage drinking, and like they probably thought they would get like arrested or something, but still.
Well, there is this thing called the Medical Amnesty Act.
I've never heard of that. What is that?
Well, basically, if your friend is drinking underage, you can help them out without getting in trouble if they need medical attention.
Oh, so it makes people more willing to help people who might have alcohol poisoning and not worry about getting in trouble.
And it can save so many lives.
Yeah, definitely.
The Center for Disease Control reports that on average, alcohol is a factor in over 4,358 deaths in young people under 21. This number can be greatly reduced with responsibility, the Medical Amnesty Act, and the understanding that helping a friend is the most important thing.
This is my channel. Everyone else is just an extra.
I may be Juliewood, but I'm destined for Hollywood.
I may have a co-host, but I think we all know who the real star is.
I'm such a star, I need 2 R's.
I may be little, but I'm a big deal.
We may talk about team sports, but I'm not a team player.
I run the show.
Welcome back to LTV News. The United States Department of Transportation has made a large infrastructure investment across the nation, putting out $500 million into projects across the nation. Part of the spending is a $12 million grant to the city of Philadelphia to finish a project to connect the Schuylkill River Trail and the nearby Grays Ferry Crescent Trail. The grant was secured by Senators Bob Casey and Pat Toomey, the former of whom called the project a, quote, safe and sustainable way for residents to commute and enjoy the city that not only makes it attractive for newcomers, but also for business, end quote. The grant will not cover the full cost of the project, but will contribute significantly to the $36 million price tag. The plans for the connection are not complete yet, but construction is scheduled to begin by 2020.
A local Philadelphian is doing big things on national television. Dennis Lorenzo, a West Philly native, began his musical journey at the age of 16 when his grandparents bought him his first guitar. Since then, he knew that being a performer was all that he was destined to do. That dream became a little more real as he auditioned for one of the original and most popular singing competitions, American Idol. The now 26-year-old brought his guitar with an odd hole in it into the auditioning room and sang for music stars Katy Perry, Luke Bryan, and Lionel Richie. After a unanimous yes from all 3 judges, Lorenzo advanced to the next round of the competition and is headed to Hollywood to continue his quest of making it big. Yay! Representing Philly.
Yeah, very exciting.
I haven't been watching American Idol. I mean, I haven't watched it in a while, but
Yeah,
maybe I'll
neither.
start rooting him on. Let's see how far it goes. Come on, you could do it.
Well, it has been weeks since the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and people are still talking about it, especially one man who lost his wallet during the celebration. On the night the Eagles won the Super Bowl, Fox 29's own Joyce Evans found a wallet in the street. She kept it in hopes of finding its owner, but it wasn't easy. It took her weeks to find the owner, Alfred Moore Jr. She tried to contact him on Facebook, and she even went to the house that appeared on his license, but it was vacant. Finally, Alfred Moore Jr. had responded, and Joyce Evans was able to return the wallet to him in person.
Philadelphia is getting a new bookstore. Shakespeare & Company will be opening up a Philadelphia location in the Rittenhouse section of the city. The bookstore is unique in the sense that it combines old-fashioned book stacks with up-to-date printing technology. Customers will be able to print 7 million public domain titles as well as self-published books from local writers. Shakespeare & Co. also looks to immerse itself into the Philadelphia community. The store is pledged to hire locals and create a book selection that reflects the Philadelphia area. Shakespeare & Company will be located at 1623 Walnut Street and is set to open this summer.
Interested in freshening up your acrobat skills? If you answered yes, then you're in luck because the Philadelphia School of Circus Art can make that happen. Callie had the opportunity to tumble on inside and see what it's all about.
Get ready to flip into action with the Philadelphia School of Circus Art. Whether you are looking for a new way to stay in shape, enhance your circus art skills, or just looking to have some fun, this is the place for you. From youth classes to adult classes and classes for different skill sets, there is something for everyone.
We really cater to every level possible. So we have our aerial fundamentals classes, which are great for if you just want to come and hang in the air and just get fit and have a really good time. Or you can come and do, the high level classes if you're really intense.
The Philadelphia School of Circus Art opened in 2008, and it was the first city in the United States to offer higher education for circus artists. The school is also known for their well-versed coaches and their youth programs.
The youth program here is really strong. They have a performing troupe that goes around and does a lot of circus shows and stuff like that. And a lot of those kids actually do go on to like audition for Cirque du Soleil and the École Nationale du Cirque in Montreal.
Mostly all of the staff has professional backgrounds in circus education.
Well, I took circus type stuff other places, and then I started taking classes here, and I was like really impressed with the high quality of the classes and the range of activities that you could do.
The staff is also known to be very supportive and encouraging when it comes to their students. For LTV News, I'm Callie Montana.
Well, coming up after this last break, we'll tell you which airline is back in the doghouse.
What's up? Eddie Dunn here, host of LaSalle's favorite TV game show, Q&A. I'm here to tell you to keep watching LaSalle TV. It's on 24 hours a day, every day. You know what else is on 24 hours a day, every day? Nothing. Well, maybe some things, but nothing that's as important as LaSalle TV. So keep watching, or else.
3, 2, 1, action. You may think a guy would be producing this, but I can too. Anyone can find a cure.
Women are being downgraded for their physical ability, but you can be just as strong.
%20 of women are engineers, but it doesn't stop there.
I'm a tech girl. I'm a tech girl.
I am a tech girl.
I am a tech girl.
Hey, I'm Eddie Dunn, host of LaSalle's favorite TV game show, Q&A. Did you know that LaSalle TV is an entirely student-run organization? Probably, right? Do you also know that I happen to know all of the words to Eminem's Rap God? It's crazy, right? It's like 6 minutes. I'm not gonna do it here, but just trust me that I know the words.
Medical experts are calling the mass spec pen groundbreaking after it was presented at South by Southwest Interactive Festival. Researchers from the University of Texas at Austin are claiming that this new device can detect cancer within seconds. Researchers say that during surgery, this handheld device can lead to a cancer diagnosis within a 20-second time span. Researchers have tested 300 patient samples, and they say that it is over 96% accurate. Researchers were able to come to the conclusion that it can diagnose ovarian, thyroid, lung, and breast cancer. The mass spec pen is on its way to being tested in surgery rooms.
Turning to presidential news, President Trump conducted a major shakeup of his cabinet members. On Tuesday, March 13th, the president announced that Secretary of State Rex Tillerson was being fired. This came after months of tension between Tillerson and Trump. Secretary Tillerson found out about his firing via Twitter, where the president made this announcement. President Trump did not call the secretary to tell him in person. The tweet said, "Mike Pompeo, director of the CIA, will become our new Secretary of State. He will do a fantastic job. Thank you to Rex Tillerson for his service." The other cabinet member that will be departing is Lieutenant General H.R. McMaster, who is the president's national security advisor. President Trump wants to find a new advisor before his meeting with North Korea. There has not been a discussion on a replacement. Another big story surrounding the president is Special Counsel Robert Mueller was subpoenaed the Trump Organization. He wants documents related to the Russia investigation. These documents might show whether Donald Trump's associates colluded with the Russians to interfere with the 2016 election.
United Airlines has gotten itself involved in another scandal. During the month of March, the airline company had 3 incidents involving dogs. The first one dealt with a French bulldog. The dog died after it was put in its carrier in the overhead bin. According to a spokesperson for United, the flight attendant did not understand the passenger when they said there was a dog in the carrier. The next day, a German Shepherd was shipped to Japan when it was meant to fly to Kansas, while another dog, a Great Dane, bound for Japan, was flown to Kansas in its place. Finally, another flight was diverted to Ohio after the airline discovered that the dog had been loaded onto the flight bound to St. Louis by mistake.
Who needs a fancy venue when you have a local Target to take your wedding photos? That's exactly what Miami couple Michael Duvall and Isabel Saban did to commemorate their wedding. The couple chose Target for their photos because of how often they go shopping there together. Saban said, quote, "The basis of our relationship is built on Target. We probably go there 2 to 3 times a week. We like long walks at Target instead of a long walk on the beach," end quote. The photographer, who usually takes photos in more traditional venues, thought it was such a unique idea to capture the couple in a common everyday setting, showing them sharing a slushie, riding bikes, and picking up frozen pizzas at the superstore. Target spokesperson Erin Conroy commented on the wedding photos, saying, quote, "We appreciate seeing Michael and Isabella's love of the Target brand and wish them all the best as they start their lifetime together," end quote.
All right. I'm a huge fan of Target. Love it. Like, could be there all day.
Yeah.
But taking your wedding photos there, I mean, it's something different. But
Very unusual,
not,
if you
not
ask
for
me.
me. Definitely not. But you know who it might be for? Backstage Pass. So it's
Oh,
Ryan
yeah, you're
Wall.
right.
Ryan Wall is a huge Target fan. I should have got his opinion on this.
I could see him doing that.
We'll see one day. Maybe Ryan will be the next one. I'll have to ask him about it. So we'll see.
Interesting.
Well, that just about does it for this episode, but be sure to find us on the web as well as the rest of LaSalle TV on the Facebook page. We love to hear your thoughts, so tweet at us using our Twitter handle and start the conversation.
If you missed the scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on YouTube and on our LaSalle TV Philly page.
Until next time, for Caitlin, Justin, and the entire crew, I'm Callie Montana. Thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.